Good day, everyone. Welcome to our social studies class, grade 8A and 8B. Your teacher here, Miss Michelle Joy. This video is a recap makeup class, especially for the students who weren't able to attend our class virtually. So, class, before we proceed with our online learning discussion, let's have a short recap or review of the last topics that we have discussed. Number one, economy. So, what is economy? Economy is a social system or network where people and organizations exchange goods and services using currency. Markets and all of the suppliers, like workers, firms, and demand, households, and firms, involved form an economy, including a government if it regulates it. So, economic class is an exchange of goods and services which involves money by producers and consumers. The second topic that we have discussed is about production. What is production? A production system takes inputs and converts them into outputs. Number one, creation of goods and services. Number two, to satisfy needs. Number three, conversion. And number four, final goods and services. And the last topic that we have discussed last week is about factors of production. There are four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Class, the objective of the lesson for this day is students must be able to know the three types of work. So at the end of our lesson, I expect students to know the three types of work. Class, our topic for this day is about the three types of work, and these are the 5 words to learn that can help us better understand our topic. Let's read them one by one, and please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and speaking skills even if you're just at home. Are you ready now? Let's start reading. Number one, work. Number two, industry. Number three, primary. Number four, secondary. And number five, tertiary. Now let's study the meaning of these words one by one. Work. It means to study, working, running, labor, and training. Another meaning of the word work are the following: to study, working, running, labor, training, business, job, or employment. The second word is industry. It means enterprises, activities, trades, applications, labors, attentions, efforts, professions, works, and exertions. So let's take the meaning of the word enterprises, which means businesses. There are many types of industries, and we are going to focus on the three types of industries today. Next word, primary. Primary meaning prime, basic, fundamental, underlying, principal, elementary, main, master. Because we are talking about the types of work in here, so let's take the meaning of the word primary, which is basic, means the first step. Next, secondary means subordinate, minor, subsidiary, inferior, auxiliary, lesser, lower, second, ancillary, and indirect. Secondary means minor, subsidiary, or let's take the meaning of the word second. Step 2. The last word, tertiary. Tertiary means third, tertiary period, tertian, triennial, frame, tertiary color, after second, ordinal, setup, and higher. So let's take the meaning of the word third here, which means step 3 or number 3 or after second. So these are the 5 words that can help us better understand our topic for today.
In this module, you will learn about the types of industries on the basis of raw materials, size, and production processes. Industries can be generally classified into different types on the basis of raw materials, location, size, production, process, the nature of work, and ownership of the industry. Based on the type of raw materials used, industries can be classified into forest-based industry, agro-based industry, and mineral-based industry. In forest-based industries, the raw materials are obtained from the forests. Examples of such industries include paper industry and furniture making. Agro-based industries use raw materials obtained from agriculture to produce new products like cotton textiles, jute products, and sugar. The raw materials for mineral-based industries are mineral ores. Examples of such industries are iron and steel, cement, aluminium, and chemicals. Based on the scale of operations, industries are divided into large-scale industries, medium-scale industries, small-scale industries, and cottage industry. Large-scale industries are large establishments. Large-scale industries involve huge investment, the use of heavy machinery, and the employment of a large number of workers. For example, Integral Coach Factory, Chennai, Tata Iron and Steel, Jamshedpur, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, also known as BHEL, in Trichy, and Steel Authority of India Limited, also known as SAIL, in Salem. Medium-sized industries are medium in size and investment and are technology-oriented. Example, computer industry and electronic industry. Small-scale industries are small establishments with small investments and small labor force. It may involve domestic production, for example, hosiery, hand tools, and stationery items. Cottage industries are very small in size with low investment. They are usually family or small group based. Examples of such industries include handloom, mat weaving, bamboo, cane products, and pottery. Based on the process involved in production, industries are categorized into heavy industry and light industry. Heavy industries use bulky raw materials and produce large and heavy products. They are capital and resource-intensive industries and involve large-scale manufacturing. For example, iron and steel industry, TISCO, heavy electricals, BHEL, and automobile industry, Ashok Leyland. Both raw materials and finished products are light in weight in light industries. They are less capital intensive and consumer oriented. Industries which manufacture hosiery, watch industry, and household goods can be classified as light industries.
So class, let us now discuss the three types of work. Please open your social studies book on page 72. The first type of work that we are going to study is about the primary industries. This involves the extraction of raw materials, of course, from natural resources to be supplied to other industries. These natural resources, which raw materials are coming from, are the following. Number 1, farming. Number 2, forestry. Number 3, fishing. And the last one, mining. These primary industries are very important because they are needed to produce a product. Now class, the second type of work that we are going to discuss is the secondary industries. These are where raw materials are assembled or manufactured to produce finished goods. So the first type of work that we had just discussed is about primary industries, in which raw materials are going to be extracted. So after primary industries, we are going to the secondary industries, in which the raw materials are going to be processed or assembled to become finished products or finished goods. These are examples of secondary industries. Number 1, food processing. Number 2, car assembly. Number 3, manufacturing. And number 4, building. As you can see in our example class, they are just on the process of producing goods or manufacturing goods into finished products. Now class, the third type of work that we are going to study is about tertiary industries. These are jobs which involve providing goods and services for the public. People that will provide goods or sell goods or give services to the public or for the people. And here are some examples. Transport, retail or people who are selling, medicine like doctors, nurses, catering provides services for people. Let's have a short summary of the topics that we just discussed. So how can industrial activity be classified? It was classified into 3. There are many different types of industry, but we can classify industry into 3 main categories, which are the primary industry, the secondary industry, and the tertiary industries. Primary industry, these industries extract raw materials directly from the earth or sea. Secondary industries, these industries process and manufacture products from raw materials. And tertiary industries, these industries provide a service. So class, it's time for me to give you an activity. Just click the link in Google Classroom to answer the online activity, which is the live worksheets. So this is your activity class, and these are your guide or step-by-step on how are you going to do your online activity. So step 1, just click the link, answer, and click finish. Step 2, after answering and after clicking finish, you please click check my answers. And step 3, your score will appear, screenshot, upload in Social Studies album in your line group. Good luck, everyone! Class, we now come to the end of our online learning discussion. If you have any question, comments, or suggestion, you can always send me a message in my personal line account. Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you very much.